Within this primeval void, the seeds of all that would be were scattered, but none yet stirred. Darkness drifted, directionless, yet hidden in that silence was attention, a readiness, the promise of something more, waiting to be awakened. Creation demands not just material, but the will to bring forth, the hunger to reach across emptiness and unite. Then, as if summoned by inevitability, a presence emerged that was neither god nor beast nor substance as mortals know it. This presence was Eros, the oldest desire, the impulse that beckons the world from inertia, the very first longing. No form as we know it, no voice, not even a face, only the essence of yearning itself, so powerful that even chaos paused to witness. Eros in this dawnless age is not the cherubic figure seen in later tales. He is not a playful archer with feathered wings, nor a mischievous child tugging at the hearts of gods and men. In the world's first moments, Eros is primal, a force felt but never fully seen. He is the unspoken hunger that draws things together, the urgency in the void that insists, let there be union, let there be life. With the arrival of Eros, the nature of the cosmos transforms. No longer is there only the aimless drift of possibility. Eros brings motion where there was none, desire where there was only numbness. He does not speak, but every edge of chaos's nothingness tingles with his presence. The void is no longer content to remain void. Eros does not act alone, but his influence is everywhere. It is he who stirs Gaia from the fog of potential, shaping her from mere idea into the breathing, fertile earth. The moment Eros enters the cosmos, Gaia feels a pulse within her depths, a warmth, a call, a profound need to connect, to fill the emptiness, to embrace and to be embraced. That is the power of Eros, to turn isolation into yearning, and yearning into creation. From Gaia's longing, sparked by Eros, comes Uranus, the sky, vast and resplendent. Gaia and Uranus are not merely figures in the darkness, they are the first embrace, the first act of love and joining. Sky stretches himself over earth, and in their union the world finds its shape. Where their boundaries touch, mountains rise. Where their desires mingle, rivers are born and the earth grows lush. Yet Eros's work is not limited to Gaia and Uranus. His force is the heartbeat of all unions, the silent command that draws darkness to light, order to disorder, loneliness to companionship. The first winds, the crash of waves, the crackling of fire, all arise from the stirring Eros brings. Even the deepest abysses, the farthest stars, are not immune to his power. He is the binding that makes two into one, the longing that refuses to let the universe remain still. With Eros at the heart of all things, the cosmos blossoms with possibilities. Gaia and Uranus, moved by love and desire, give birth to the Aurea, the great mountains, standing sentinel on the earth. The endless seas, Pontus and Thalassa, ripple into existence, each a product of yearning and attraction. For the first time, the world is full of form and movement, contrast and connection. But Eros's influence is not gentle, nor always kind. Desire, once awakened, can bring both creation and conflict. The longing that births can also wound. The force that unites can just as easily divide. As Gaia and Uranus continue to create, their offspring fill the world with power and tension. Titans, Cyclopes, the mighty hundred-handers, all are born of the same primordial longing. The world grows crowded, complicated, restless. Through it all, Eros is present. He is the urge behind every creation, the ache in every separation, the secret pulse in the blood of gods and mortals. He is the reason Gaia continues to create, the reason Uranus covers the earth, the reason the stars begin to spin in the blackness above. Without Eros, there is no reason to reach, to try, to build. With him, the universe is restless, filled with the constant need to become more. Eros is also the architect of paradox. His touch brings both joy and suffering. Every act of union is shadowed by the risk of loss. Every birth carries the weight of separation. The Greeks understood that love, true cosmic love, can be as much a source of pain as of pleasure. Yet without it, life stagnates. Even gods, for all their might, cannot escape the tides set in motion by Eros. In later times, poets and storytellers would imagine Eros as the playful child of Aphrodite, darting through gardens and palaces, piercing hearts with golden arrows. But here, in the oldest telling, he is much more than that. He is the reason for every myth that will follow, the secret energy beneath every story of love and rivalry, creation and destruction. It is Eros who inspires even the primordial night, Nyx, to unite with darkness, Erebus. From their union, new beings will come, sleep, death, doom, and discord. All of these, in their own ways, owe their existence to Eros, for even death is a boundary that defines love's urgency. Even discord is a kind of longing for justice, for balance, for change. As the cosmos takes shape, Eros begins to fade into the background, his task never finished, but now hidden within the workings of all things. The longing he unleashed will ripple through the stories of gods and mortals for all eternity. Every time a god desires power, or a mortal seeks companionship, or a hero dares an impossible task, it is Eros who whispers beneath the surface. Now, as Gaia and Uranus fill the world with their children, the world is transformed forever. The landscape teems with promise and peril. Rivalries and alliances begin to simmer. The seeds of every future story, of betrayal, of sacrifice, of redemption, are planted in this fertile soil of longing. Eros, though invisible, is the secret root of every coming legend. Without Eros, Gaia would never have birthed Uranus. Without their union, the world would remain still and barren. Without Eros, the Titans would not challenge their father, nor would the gods be compelled to love or war. Without Eros, even mortals, those who will one day till the soil and raise cities, would never have been born. Eros is not merely the force that begins creation. He is the breath that keeps it alive. Every heartbeat, every sigh, every new beginning owes itself to him. From the wildest tempest to the gentlest embrace, his signature is found, quietly, beneath the surface. And so, as this chapter closes, we remember that Eros is both the beginning and the endless thread running through all things. He is the source of the cosmos's motion, the author of longing, the reason nothing can remain unchanged. When the gods gather on Olympus, when mortals strive and stumble, when destinies entwine and unravel, it is Eros's spark that keeps the story alive. The world now trembles with possibility. Gaia dreams of sky. Sky answers with thunder and rain. The mountains rise higher, the seas spread wider, and from the heart of it all pulses the ancient, ceaseless longing of Eros. The story of creation is no longer a silent one. It is sung, whispered, shouted in every corner of the universe, carried forever by the invisible wings of desire. This is the gift of Eros, the spark that transforms void to world, stillness to motion, loneliness to love. He is the first force and the last, the mystery at the heart of every myth. And in every beginning and every ending, he is there, smiling in the shadows, waiting for the next embrace, the next act, the next longing. As the world prepares for the rise of Uranus, the sky, remember that beneath every union, every storm, every clash of gods, Eros endures, undimmed and eternal,